everyone. It's me, Janeen. Okay, this video is to talk about love and what love means to many different people. The perspective on love, the true meaning of love, and the many different meanings what love is. All right, to me, love is many different things and many different forms and many different perspectives. Excuse me. Love to me is light, darkness, shadow, food, people's perspectives, hands, rainbows, sun, moon, a poem, a quote. Love is very colorful, very colorful. God is love. It doesn't matter how you see him. He comes in many different forms. He's not just a prophet. He's not just a carpenter. He's not just an architect. He's many different things. I see him as a shaman. I see him as a prophet. I see him as a homeless man. I see him as a face of a stranger. I see him as many things, many different things. So this is why I say my perspective on love and in God is in many things. I've experienced many things in my living days. Since I was born, I've struggled. I've went through struggles all my life. And I think this is where I can truly unveil myself. I am not blind anymore. You know, there's a lot of people that are actually blind. You know, and I can say this because on how they act and how they see the world. You know, I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Not at all. Because I don't hate on people. I do not. That's not my thing. You know, I don't like to hate on people. I'm just saying the truth. You know, when you're a medium, you can see things. You know, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or anything like that. I'm just saying I see. And I see clearly. I see my life for what it is and what I should do and what I should do for other people. But I also know that love comes in many forms. You know, we can talk about God. We can talk about a piece of art on the wall. We can talk about a song that you're in love with. That, you know, okay, let's talk about music when it comes to love. Okay? Okay, I'm kind of blushing. But, okay, let's talk about music, right? One of my favorite types of music is opera. For me, I love opera. I can sing opera. But one of the things I love about opera is the high pitch. You know, it's not only that, it just takes you away. You know, the voice when it comes to opera. You know, just listen to it. Just let it take you away. You know, and then you'll be in that place where it takes you to love. You know what I mean? For me, it does anyway. I can listen to him, and it takes me to a place of love. You know, I can listen to Chris Isaac. I can listen to Five Finger Death Punch. I can even listen to Metallica or Pink Floyd or any of these bands. You know, I can listen to yoga music. I can listen to Spanish music. I can listen to any type of music almost. I'll give you an experience that I've had. You know, it's very amazing what you can do when you have self-control over the mind and the body. Okay, and this is another perspective on love as well. Okay, one night, right, I was sitting on the couch and I was listening to metal, just straight up metal. And I was sitting there meditating, listening to metal. Can you believe that? But it's true. I was sitting there meditating with metal. So, I mean, it's perspective. Love comes in many perspectives, and this is why music is another thing that I love. You know, art. I especially like. Excuse me, tongue tied. But I love photography. That's another outlet for love as well. For me, I love photography. Not only in nature, but other things as well. I take some weird pictures. I really do. But that's me. You know, I'm weird like that anyway. But I really do. Oh, hi. Hi, how are you? Hi. Good evening. But yeah, when it comes to love, it's very deep and it's very emotional. Um, I'm sensitive, so when the topic love comes up, I am kind of that type of mushy and hopeless romantic, you know. I like to stay in bed and cuddle, and, you know, that's another form of love, you know, touching and kissing and, you know, buying flowers and, you know, writing love letters and, you know, and picking a flower and saying, oh, I love you, baby, you know, and there's all types of things, you know what I mean, when it comes to love. You know, so I'm not one-sided when it comes to love. Not at all. I have a very broad view when it comes to love, and I think I read something somewhere. Actually, it was a video that this man did, and he actually he works for National Geographic. He said that you should build perspective, not walls. And I totally get that, because when you build a wall, it's kind of like, you know, that have you guys ever seen the movie The Wall by Pink Floyd? Well, it's kind of like that. You know, that movie, the album itself, they actually wrote that from a band member was truly going insane. So he was building walls around himself. And that's exactly what the album meant. You know, he was building walls around himself. But anyway, this is what I mean by that. You should not build walls. You should build, you know, perspective on things. You know, and that's when it comes to love. Love should cross barriers. It should have no barriers. Not at all. So, okay, Reiki or Reiki, whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard people pronounce it 3 different ways down here in Jacksonville. So this is why I say pronounce it how you want to. But yeah, that's a form of love as well. It's healing, obviously. So it's like, oh, hi, Brittany. Hi, Carrie. How are you doing? Thank you for coming, and I hope I entertain you to a point, and I hope you can get some knowledge out of this. I really appreciate you watching me live. I really do. Thank all of you. Thank you very much. But yeah, when it comes to love, I'm very broad-minded about it. You know, there's not one color. I'm multifaceted when it comes to love in general. You know, and I think that's what love should be. I think that's what love is. You know, it's not double-sided. There has many sides to love in general. You know, and obviously you guys know this, you know, being healers and mystics and shamans, and, you know, and teachers and students. We're all teachers and students here of the world. So I mean, you guys know what love is. That fuzzy tingling feeling, you know. Oh, I love you too, April. You're so sweet. So sweet. But that fuzzy tingling feeling, you know what I mean? That blissful feeling when you just stare up, up in the sky. You just go off and like, and then when you look into your lover's eyes and you just go someplace else, you get lost in them, you know. When you fully connect with a person with telepathy, you know what I mean? It's so much more than, so that's what we need more of in the world. We don't need any hate. We don't need any greed. We don't need any of this. It's like that's why I think the Beatles were so, huge back then. You know what I mean? Like, look at the Beatles. Like, really. I love the Beatles. Oh, hey. How you doing, Prince? Are you here? Are you the frog I have to kiss? Oh. But, I'm like so blushing right now. But, yeah, love comes in many different forms, Like here's the craziest thing, right? I give you an example, and I take it from Edgar Allan Poe, and I'll take it from the Bible as well. Two different stories, but they're the same in a way. Just think about it, okay? Hear my experience right quick, right? Okay. In Annabelle Lee. Well, no, which one was it? Oh my God. I'm such a fan of Edgar Allan Poe now. I'm going to look like dumbass. Okay. Oh, yes. It was The Raven, where he had a tap at the door. Guess what? In the Bible, it says that if God knocks at your door, open it, and you will eat like kings next to him. So I mean, from my experience, this is my experience, right? I've had taps on my doors where I actually went to open it and no one was there. So this is where my experiences truly become real when it comes to the Bible and when it comes to Edgar Allan Poe. I'm so close to Edgar Allan Poe. I mean, for real, man, for real. It's no lie. I have a lot of, okay, one thing, right? I used to live 30 minutes from Baltimore. And and Edgar Allan Poe used to live in Baltimore. Another thing, I write like Edgar Allan Poe. Not only that, he actually came and visited me. Yes, I'm a spiritual medium. So I've had a lot of spirits come to me. I know it freaks people out sometimes, and it does freak people out. I understand that, but at the same time, I can't, I'm me, and I'm not afraid of it. Oh, I love you, Chrissy, man. I miss hanging out with you. I miss you so much. Oh, and thank you, Brittany. I miss I'm sorry. I thank you very, very much. I put my love, I bleed out when it comes to my poetry. I really, really do. I really do. I put my heart and soul into that. And hopefully some people can get something from it, But when it comes to love, I take a lot of things from the Bible because the Bible is real. NASA even said it. And I don't know why people just, like pretty much they take everything from the media and believe it. Like if somebody says, oh, that the sun is black, you're going to believe it even though your eyes see it's like yellow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hating. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That's why, I mean, I know a lot of people don't believe in the Bible. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just trying to give you all some wisdom. I'm trying to give you some acknowledgement on what love is. You know, and I take my practice. I take my practice on love from many different sources. From Edgar Allan Poe, from the Bible, from Hinduism, from the church down the street, from the homeless man walking down the street, from from a cup of coffee, you know, from the cigarette that I smoke. You know, I'm down to the nail polish, you know. You can get information everywhere. You can get love from everywhere, and that's what I'm trying to say. You know, Christy said it right. God is everywhere. He has eyes everywhere. Where am I? I'm next to Shands, actually, downtown. And I'm living with a friend of mine, which is really cool. By the way, you should look her up. Her name's Bridget Miller. That's her name. But she's really cool. Exactly. Yes, but I mean, we're talking about love tonight. I have ADD, so it's kind of like I rear off, and I don't mean to do that, so I apologize. But yes, love comes in many different forms, you know. What else? I talked about music. Okay, about poetry. You know, I talked about poetry a little bit. But what else? You know, even like walking in a field with beautiful flowers, the scent itself, could bring you somewhere of love. It can bring you to your childhood. It can bring you to a place where, you know, it can just bring you to a place of love, because it is love. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not hard to find. You know, it's not hard to find at all. Like me in the culinary school, you know, I love cooking. You know, there was a point in my life, excuse me, it was when I was in my 20s. I actually wanted to make a cookbook. I actually still have the recipes that I was going to make a cookbook of. So it's not where I was slacking or anything like that. It is where, you know, I have a lot of recipes in my head. Being ADD, it's kind of hard at times because you're scattered everywhere. But, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's not at all. But where am I going to? Well, like I'm sitting here, I'm going to the Claire mission, Claire White mission. It's actually a mission, but they actually have, you know, a culinary school there, which is really nice. You know what I mean? We actually feed the homeless every day. You know, and Claire White does a lot of things for many different people, you know. And then we go over to this church. It's really cool as well. And then we have a banquet there, and we feed all many different people. We feed lawyers. We feed judges. We feed a lot of people there. You know, so if y'all want to come down, you should. It's every single Friday, and it's $10 a plate. So y'all should really come down. You'll meet some people here around Jacksonville. There's a lot of honchos that actually go there. So if you want to meet some people, you should really go over there. It's St. John's Cathedral. So it's really not in the what is it? Something Pentecostal church. I think that's what it's called. So, I mean, oh crap. Call or message me. You're breaking up, lady. Am I breaking up? Am I still breaking up? I hope I'm not. I know it's weak. Feel is choppy. Well, isn't that great? It says I have a weak connection. Now it's like fine. Is it fine now? I was homeless as well too. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. There's many people. I mean, there's many people in this walk of life have been homeless. Look at Oprah. Look at and the one that does Medea, plays Medea. He actually lived in his car for a long time before he ever got famous. So, I mean, I'm not ashamed of being homeless. I'm not homeless now, obviously, but I was homeless at one time. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. Not at all. And I don't think anybody should be ashamed of it. That like people like, oh, aren't you ashamed? Aren't you this? It's like, no, I'm not ashamed of it. People are reading. I don't judge those people. I really don't. I try not to judge any type of life at all. Because I can tell you what, I had a friend, right, that he wasn't homeless. And his fucking house caught on fire. And this is why he was homeless. So tell me, should he be ashamed because his fucking house burnt down? No, I don't think so. That was just another thing in life that he had to bear. You know what I mean? And love bears all things. Love is kind. Love is patient. So it's like this. That's why I am very patient. I'm very kind. I am very sweet to everybody I meet. For real. They call me an angel for a reason. Because I am. Believe it or not. I'm 36. This June, I'll be 37 years old. But yeah, I mean, I have sadness to it, a sadness to myself. And that also comes with love as well. When you walk with the Lord, you're going to have that sadness because you're in the darkness of the soul. That's another part of deep love. You're literally living inside the Lord. You're diving deep in yourself. So there's many parts of love that can be that be communicated. That's another form of love is communication. How are you going to communicate your love when no one speaks about it? When you're mute? Exactly. You can't. Therefore, I speak. I talk a lot, which is a really good thing, Sometimes it gets on people's nerves, but that's just it. But at the same time, I can truly be silent. I can sit in there and I can sit here and not say a word. Anyway, there's it says it's right now. It doesn't say weak connection, but probably about like 3 minutes ago. I'm sorry about the weak connection. My phone sucks, so I apologize for my phone sucking. But okay. What other form of media is love? Singing. I guess that intertwines with music, obviously. Okay. Writing. Okay. Writing. That would be like poetry as well. Nature. Okay. When it comes to love, think of a flower. When you pick a flower and you smell it, does it take you to a place of love? For me it does. It takes me to many different places when it comes. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate it for keeping me on my toes about it. I think I still have your number. I need a look in my contacts because the biggest mistake I ever did. Guess what I did? I like I I did that Twitter and Instagram thing with my phone, so it's kind of like I have all my Twitter people on my phone now. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. That's the worst mistake I ever did. I wish I could just throw my head against the wall right now because I'm just going boom, 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 just like that. It's crazy. It really is. It's a fucking amazing to me how technology works. I'm a genius at it, but it's fucking amazing to me. But that's another thing with love. It's technology. You know, community from your family and other people that you work with, and and other musicians, and in all forms. Like I said, even books. I love books. I love reading books. I haven't done here lately because when I get off of school, I'm like really tired, so I sleep. But intention, yes, and your intention as well. And that's what I've seen as well, even like a thought in your head comes along. See, this is another thing. When you align with the universe, I can tell you what your thoughts from in here, they come out. They mirror. But here's another thing as well, right? Okay. This is what I think, right? The laws of attraction is a bunch of bullshit. But at the same time, it works for some people, because the universe is very strange, but it's very sweet and kind, but at the same time, it's very hateful in a way as well. You know, it's like you're in this. It's like you're in this universal marriage, and if you're good to it, it will be good to you. It will show you the magic of the world and the magic in people. But here's the thing, you know, there's other people that come into your life, that you can't, that is not controlled by it or don't pay attention to it in that way. So when it comes to mirrors, I believe it. I believe it, yes, but to a point, it's like, okay, I'll give you an example. When there's a shitty ass person over here that's treating people like shit, like for me, it's the total opposite of me. So that would not be a mirror unto me. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't be a mirror. It wouldn't. I could treat somebody like that, but I don't. So it wouldn't be a mirror. That's not what a mirror is. A mirror is a reflection of you, not opposite of you. You know. And I think that's what they get wrong when it comes to twin flames as well. It's not the total opposite. They're mirrors of you. And that's another thing about love as well. This whole twin flame thing. It's the universe is just fucking weird, but it's awesome. Having knowledge of the having knowledge like a star seed. I am one of those as well. If you all want to know, because I actually put that on my profile. If you actually hung around me and enough, you would know that I was a star seed, and I would have knowledge like that. But a lot of you don't know me that well. And I understand that because I'm not on here a lot. I don't go live a lot, and I understand that. You don't see me on a daily basis. I understand that as well. But, and I totally understand that, you know, but coming from my perspective, you know, coming, I know all this thing about the twin flame, the star seeds. It's kind of like it's kind of a mind fuck in a way. You might say, you know, but the ones that are called up, they understand what they are. They know what they came here to do. They know about where I mean, planet they came from. You know who their ancestors are. You know they've had godly experiences, not human experiences. Obviously, everybody has human experiences, but I'm talking about godly experiences where you know you can do things like a shaman does. You know, you can do certain things when you're a star seed. Believe that. We're not like regular human beings. We're not. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. And I think soulmates. Oh, soulmates. Soulmates. Yes, soulmates are love, obviously, as well. But soulmates are actually different from twin flames. You know, soulmates come here and there, you know what I mean? But twin flames is like 1 in a million type of love. It is. Truly. It's truly a mirror unto your life. It's not the total opposites. It's not the total opposites like a lot of people think. See, and that's another thing about twin flames that they don't get. You know, a lot of people go to gurus and this about their twin flame. They shouldn't. They shouldn't do that. And I don't want to take money from anybody, you know, by not saying not go, but it's the truth. You don't have to go someplace, you know, and say, "Oh, well, I need you to read me because of my twin flame and this and that." All you have to do is look inside yourself. That's all you do. Be authentic. That's all you do. Listen to your heart, and you will bring your twin flame right to you. That's all you do. Because here's the thing. You listen to your heart, it takes you right to your soul. And that's the truth. I've been saying this for years. I was like, open your heart. Open your heart. Yes, I want to meet you as well, April. I really do. I'm that type of person that I will meet people from Facebook. I was like, look, let's meet. And we'll meet. For real. I've done it before. I've done it. Look, this is what I do. I'm the type of person that will meet somebody off the street and go out to lunch with them. I'll take them out to lunch. I'm that type of person. I'm like a hippie in a way. For real. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people want to go to the gurus and things like that. It's like you don't have to, you know. It's nice to share your experiences with people. You know, that's awesome, and ask questions. You know, so you're not totally blind to it. But I mean, do your homework about it. You know, like I mean, I've actually had experiences before I started looking all this stuff up. So it's like I didn't even know what a twin flame was. I knew that I dreamed of a certain person all my life. You know, and I know I have a twin flame. Simple as that. You know, there's no, I know his face. I know who he is. I'm not going to say who he is because I don't need to. You know, no one needs to tell me who it is because I already know who it is. Okay. Excuse me. But, yeah, we're talking about love here. All right. But that's another form of love as well. You know, having love for yourself. That doesn't mean doing things for yourself is not greedy. Not at all. Doing things for yourself is actually self-loving, not greed. Are soulmates like always romantic, or can they be like friendship? Like a bond. Actually, it can be both. It could be soulmates can be friendships. They can, okay, a grandmother and a granddaughter could be soulmates. Like me and my friend Corey, we're soulmates. We're not romantically together or anything like that, but we're soulmates. You know, me and Bridget, we're soulmates. We're like sisters, but we're not dating or anything like that. You know, soulmates has been around for a while, but there's only one twin flame. There's people that's been saying that, oh, there's many different twin flames. No, there's only one. Because I can tell you why I know this is because here's the thing. Every person that you come in, okay, say if your twin flame is a male, right? And he has girlfriends and you have boyfriends, right? All those boyfriends that you have, you will see in your twin flame. Isn't that crazy? And all the women that he's with, he is going to see you in them. It's like a combination of all of these people. I know it's crazy to, I know it's crazy, but at the same time, it makes complete sense. So yeah, yeah, I know, right? That's why a lot of people get fused. I mean, when you talk to God and when you talk to God, when you have an understanding, and I say this is because I do. I'm a mystic. I don't put God in a box. I do not. While a lot of Christians and a lot of other people put God in a box, you never put God in a box because he fucking made the box. So you can't put him in the box. You know what I mean? That's why I call myself a mystic. I've been a witch. I've been a nun. I've been a lot of things in my past life. That's why I say, that's why I said when I was 18, I practiced Wicca. I practiced Wicca for a reason, because that was my past life, Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. I seen myself get burned at the stake. So, I mean, I told you, I'm up in the higher chakras. I am. I say I'm a shaman because I have experiences like a shaman. I have gifts of a shaman. So, I mean, it's all real. It's not psychological bullshit that I'm feeding you all. It's actually real. Um, Very nice. And here's the thing. It's like, and here's another thing, Brittany. And anybody that's watching, there's shadows. There's shadows of your twin flame, and then there's soulmates, and then there's shadows. You know, and shadows are like doubts in a way. You can have dreams about certain people, and they're kind of like shadows. You know what I mean? To me. I've seen shadows sleep for me. And all this is surrounding with love as well. You know what I mean? Everything everything I do, I try to do it with love. That means if I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm feeding you all this because I want you to know. You know what I mean? I really, really do. I want you to share the wisdom that I have that's up in here and through here, my soul and my heart. I want to give out to you guys because I think you should know. But yeah, about twin flames. If you've been dreaming about the same guy pretty much all your life and you can do it through telepathy. You can actually feel him in many different ways. You mirror yourself. I mean, your life to his life. Then your guys are twin flames. There's a lot that goes with the twin flames, not just one or two or three or four things. I mean, everything has to match up. Even your vibration, when it comes to a point, your vibration has to. The knowledge has to match up as well. So can I tell you if Glenn is your twin flame? I won't know that. I can try to give you a reading, but I don't do. I was actually thinking about one time of giving a live reading, but I don't want to do that because it confuses me too much. I'd rather give you a personal reading. I actually did a reading with a friend before, and I said, "This is your twin flame." I was actually wrong. So I can't tell you who your twin flame is. Only you will know. You need to find that on your own. You know who your twin flame is. No one can tell you who your twin flame is. No one, not at all. No one can tell you who it is. No, I'm not Miss Know It All. I don't know it all. And that's another thing about mediums that a lot of people don't get. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, we're supposed to fucking know it all? No, it's not that. It's not that at all. We know a lot. We don't know it all. Wow, that's pretty cool. You know, that's pretty cool. Like, Villa Vallo, that's pretty cool to have dreams about him. He's really fucking hot. Villa Vallo's like, he's pretty fucking hot. He's sexy. He's sexy as fuck. um, but do you think I don't know if he's your twin flame. I can't really say that. I can't say who your twin flame is and who's not. I really can't say that. You have to look deep within yourself. You really do. And not only that, I mean, if some people are your twin flame, you can pick it up automatically. Simple as that. Twin flames are not blind to one another. They're not. They're on the same vibe and everything. They're not. They're not at all. They see clearly. They truly do. And they will mirror each other's lives down to what they eat, what they're interested in, where they've been to a point. They live different lives, but they truly mirror each other. Like me, I love photography. I love singing. I love traveling. There's many different things that I'm interested in. So yeah, I love Thai food. I love the darker things. Like, for me, I think I'm a gothic girl. I dress in black a lot. What else? I love Edgar Allan Poe. I'm a hopeless romantic. What else? I love to paint. I used to do pottery. What else? I used to sew. I have a lot of hobbies. I'm into a lot of different things. I can keep a beat when it comes to the drums. I've actually played guitar a little bit. What else? Tai Chi. Tai Chi, I've actually done Tai Chi, and I've done karate as well. Um, I do Reiki a lot. What else? Um, Yeah, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that, I mirror, so, shamanism. Yeah, I've actually had totem animals. One of my totem animals, her name is Snow, and she's a white wolf. And she's come to me on many different occasions. Another of my totem animal is the raven. That's another thing I have. Its closeness to Edgar Allan Poe. Um, there's a lot of things that I can tell you. I used to draw really 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 good. Um, yeah, I have a lot of things, and it's all surrounded in love. You know what I mean? So I'm not a negative person. I'm very sensitive. I can pick up spirits. I can, which is really cool. It's annoying sometimes when you're actually laying down trying to take a nap and you're hearing things. You're like, can you tell Corey this? And can you tell this person this and this person this? I was like, are you freaking? I'm trying to lay down and you all are just really? Yeah, it's like that for real. On a real level, it's like that. Yeah. It's like, wow, like, yeah, it's like that. It's real. But there, that's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he is or not. It all depends on if you have to look if you actually mirror, if you and him mirror your lives. That means, like, as in, you can actually, if he's doing something, you would probably be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, if um, let's see, um, it's like, okay, if, oh shit, okay, uh, excuse me, okay, um, but yeah, like this person would mirror your life. Why am I so hot right now? It's hot in this fucking room. Excuse me. But I'm kind of blushing too. It's like I'm live and I really don't do this a lot. And even if it's one person or two or three people, it doesn't matter. I'm usually not like this. So I'm kind of blushing. But like I said, when it comes to twin flames, you mirror each other a lot. That means down to the things you eat. So if that person, if Aloe eats Thai food, you either be making Thai food or actually be eating Thai food yourself. That's one of your things. Okay, so if he sings, you will be singing as well. You will have a voice. You will be a singer. Okay, if he's a shaman, you will be a shaman as well. What else? Down to the very things that you dress like. If he dresses in black, you will be dressed in black as well. You know, those little things. You know what I mean? Um, oh, soulmates. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Anybody. Well, no, I'm not saying anybody can be a soulmate because that would be just a lie. Soulmates are. They come around. It's kind of like the same vibration, but no, soulmates come the they're the people that you meet. Like, okay, like this person Caleb, right? That I met. Um, he was actually a soulmate. He wasn't. He was actually a soulmate, but he came from like way back, and we still didn't do what we were supposed to do. You know. he had visions of me back in Moses' time, back in the Bible times, that he said that I went with Moses and he was on the other side. So yeah, it was from the Bible times. He was the enemy. So we still didn't make the friendship work because of that, which is sad because I think that could have been a beautiful relationship, you know what I mean, as friends and whatnot. He was just on a different path to me, you know what I mean? So, I just hope he's well. But that's what soulmates are. They're they're people that they're they're kind of like this on the same vibration, but they're not, and they actually come and help you as well. You know, they. I mean, I've had soulmates, you know, that I've seen that that they were in several different lifetimes, but they're not twin flames. They're only, you know, come in many different lifetimes, and they're there to help your soul, obviously. But that's cool. That's cool. You know, maybe that's exactly why, you know, you like the band so much. You know what I mean? Because you and Villa have so much in common. You know, maybe you guys are soulmates. You know, that's probably why me and you are like, you know, friends on Facebook. You know, because we are linked to that band together. You know, which is really cool. You know, um, but yeah, I have a lot with that band as well. It's really cool. You know, I have a lot of what is it called? Well, I have a lot in common with that band as well. You know, which is really cool. But you know, it's like it's so weird. I think it's weird to me. You know, when it comes to that, it's just like so weird. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool, but it's just weird. And I'm also from I mean, I have roots when it comes to Europe as well. Yes. I wasn't born here, no, but my ancestors are actually from Europe. They're from England, London. So, yeah, and I'm like I said, I'm also sensitive. I love poetry and writing. I love cooking. Photography is my thing. Is my thing is one of my passions, you might say. Okay, yeah, I need to just go on with the whole topic of love. Okay, well, yeah, but like I say, many different perspectives when it comes to love. What else? We talked about music. We talked about twin flames. We talked about poetry. Else we talked about nature. Long about nature. Okay, about like I said, a beautiful flower. You know, it actually it takes you to a place, a blissful place. It does me anyway. I said that before, but you can tell that's love. You know, God feeds us with rain, so a flower can grow. You know, but there's many different perspectives when it comes to love. What else? Um, oh, the different colors. Um, yeah, and oh, that's another thing when it comes to being sensitive. You know, there's different when it comes to colors. You know, I'm affected by colors a lot. So it's when if I see red, it's going to affect me. It's going to heat me up. If I wear pink, it's going to make me all fuzzy inside. It's going to make me feel, oh, like, oh my God, it's going to make me feel that much more in love. What else? If I wear black most of the time, if I wear it too much, it makes me, um, yeah, it does. It keeps me. It doesn't keep me, but it does make me sad sometimes. It does. I'm gonna admit that. But I like black, and I just have to deal with it. You know, it blocks me from a lot of things which is really cool. But what else? If I wear purple, that's the thing. Uh, um, it's the mind, the chakras, the different feelings. I actually, my favorite color in what is it? Middle school to high school, my favorite color was purple. Oh crap! Isn't that nice? See this phone shit. That's what I'm saying. This phone is a piece of crap. And now my battery's getting low. That's nice. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to go now because obviously my battery's getting low and this is kind of like a cracked phone and I have a weak signal. So, I mean, I'll be back. I'll be back. Thank you. I appreciate all the comments. And if you want a reading, just ask me. Just hit me up in Messenger, and I'll actually do a reading for you guys. And by the way, when I do readings, they're accurate. So remember that. You don't have to believe me, but just know that they are actually accurate. You actually ask different people when it comes to my readings, they are. So just know that. Peace be with you all, and I love you all, and love you all. Have a good night, everybody. I love you.